What's going on, guys? Freak here from the channel Frost and Fist, and I know you're probably sitting here enjoying the Friday night live stream or maybe even the Saturday UK friendly live stream, but I just want to take a few seconds to talk about our merch. That's right, the Frost and Fist got some merch, guys. We got a lot of really cool things that we think you might enjoy, like for example this t-shirt that I'm wearing. You'll see the Wolf Brother wear it on occasion as well. Not only that, we even have coffee mugs. Come on, you don't think a nice cup of Joe tastes heavenly coming from this bad boy? I submit that it does not. We got a bunch of other things out there as well. You can get really nice t-shirts, tank tops. That's right, guys. You can go around flexing your hobby muscles in front of the ladies. Oh yeah, you can't go wrong that way. You can even get socks. You can even get that cool banner like the one we got, like that one. That's right, that one. So we got a couple of things. Go check it out, guys. They're reasonably priced, and it will help us to continue this crazy cause. And thanks again for helping us out and giving us some support. Now, back to the show.
I got a popsicle.
Woosah, woosah, woosah.
Hey,
I know y'all already heard it.
I'm happy
but
that we
just to
started
make me
it
feel better,
on time.
I need to start this show correctly.
Okay.
So I'm going to go back and do it again.
All right.
Not because you guys haven't heard it, because I need to get right. So,
Okay.
What is up, beautiful people? It's Wolf Brother Mythos.
And I am Freak, and welcome to this show.
And welcome to this potato podcast. So,
Nonsense. We are professionals here.
anyways, I've been mentioning, what I was trying to say when you guys couldn't hear me is that I've been waiting for tonight as definitely a hobby therapy night, because don't you do that. I will come over there and punch you. I know where you live. So, rest well, Kev. Rest well, man. And anyways,
Didn't want to go into a coughing fit.
so Freak has had a pretty bad cold all week, and normally we talk to each other more on a daily basis than we talk to our wives. And to go all week and not hear from Freak.
That's why my voice is so low and sultry. That's the only benefit.
That's big. We've been looking forward to this hobby therapy night.
Oh, big time.
It's our first chance to catch up.
Yeah, right?
So, and we get to do that hanging out with you guys.
This is therapy. Yeah, it's funny because Mythos messages me. He says, "Hey, man, are you feeling well enough to, just live stream, or do we have to make some changes or something?" And I'm like, dude, I've been sick all freaking week. No, I need this. I got to have it.
Don't take this away from me. I will manifest a demon within me.
No, just kidding.
And it's important to note, because, I know people get concerned that you haven't had any of the fever, the loss of taste buds, the disappearing of your smells.
No Rona. No, I actually, I had to go, because I work at a hospital, I have to go and take tests, even for a cold, for cold symptoms. If you have cold symptoms, you have to go and get tested. I did also get tested for strep and flu, and all came negative. I just got my my results today, and negative on the Rona. So it was just
Rona
a cold.
free.
Just a freaking cold.
Once
a year, man.
Not Rona. Do 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 do
Right.
do do.
No, I'm just-
Not Rona.
I got the black lung pop.
All right, guys. So, Freak-aliciousness. Since you has been the 6th today, or this week, have you had a chance to do any kind of hobby for your progress?
What? No? I'm struggling just to
but
breathe.
you cranked out something today, right?
Oh, yeah.
With your day off.
Oh, I did. Actually got another bat rep. Oh, it's so cool. I just need to render it, and I believe it will come out first thing Monday morning.
Monday
So
morning.
That's right. So we're going to have a brand new bat rep. It's going to be Fist versus Guard. Ooh.
Like some of our snippets from 40K and barbecue.
Very good, very good. So excited.
They ain't the generic potatoes. They be all right potatoes. All right potatoes?
All right.
All right potatoes.
Idaho.
All right. I'm going to go back and jump up in this chat.
Get up all
we
in
read
that.
some of them as we were going, but I just want to see what these fantastic people have been saying. Hobby Corner Kev says, hurry up and start the stream. I have to go to sleep at some point.
He was there already at 8 o'clock. I'm like, holy crap.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Sleep, what is that? Almost got his Space Wolf Flyer built running bear. That's awesome. I love mine. I really should give it the paint job it deserves. You know what? That's going to happen sometime this year. That is so cool. He's also been working on the Leviathan Dreadnought. So I know since Running Bear does a lot of competitive play, he used to, his big deal used to be the Chaplain Dreads. But now that those aren't tournament legal, I'm guessing those missing points are going to go from the Chaplain Dreads to the Leviathan Dread. That's just what I'm thinking.
That's going to be
He
pretty
could
awesome.
probably confirm for us in the chat, though.
Confirm, please.
Lady Dragon Creation says it's too late fighting to stay awake. Hey, get some rest if you need to. I mean, we always
You're
love
not
to have
you're
your
not getting
company,
sick, are you?
but we want you to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
I know you work hard.
You're a hard-working woman.
Ice Wolf. There it's just after 3:30 in the morning. Whew. Same for Dave. Phalanx has entered high orbit with the Commodore. The Netherlands. That's awesome.
Nice. Oh, did we ever have anybody from the Netherlands? Is this the first?
Ice Wolf has been here before.
Oh,
Pretty
right.
sure.
Okay. Hey, I just didn't know where he was from. Hey, welcome. That's awesome.
Always good to see you. Always good to see you.
I want to visit.
Bjorn lives. I don't know if you've gotten to see any of Big D's updates, but he got a massive
Big D?
like boxes of old classic metal figures from a friend. And I mean, it's just loads and loads and loads. Like his first batch is over 100 metal figures right now. And one of those things is the old school metal Bjorn. He's got the first Bjorn, bro.
Oh, really?
That's pretty cool.
Oh my gosh, that's gotta weigh like 10 pounds.
Oh yeah. They used to make big jokes about the True Claw, how you could, baseball throw old school Bjorn at somebody and it would be a lethal weapon.
I will kill you with my dreadnought. Oh, you can't do that. Oh, I just did.
Wow, Mythos. Next time, I roll one's freak. Yep. Absolutely. Also, Mini War Mutt, Brother Brian asked me to slap you next time we hang out. So.
What? Why? What'd I do?
I mean, I'm just doing what my bro asked me
No.
to.
It doesn't work like that. I got to know why. What did he say? So if I wanted to, deliver the slap back, I want to know how it's going to get there.
Oh, man. People hitting the like button. That's awesome. Nachos sound good. Happy freaking Friday, X-Gear Commander.
X-Gear's such a cheerleader, man. Always.
Good to see you, my brother. People comment on the commercial. That's awesome. And Hobby Corner Kev wants to add a Frost and Fist mug to his collection.
Oh, there you go. That's the way to do it, man.
So I sniped the latest Pickle Jar shirt while it was on sale. One with Loki the cat, the real star of the Pickle Jar channel. And also one of our Chilling Network fam members sniped one of their shirts, and we've already got a Chilling Wargamer shirt. And actually, they've got another one out, and managed to. I think the next one I want to get from our Chilling family is I got to get one of Hobby Corner Kev's, and I still got to get a Prime for Licking from Gamecraft Dragon. By the way, mentioning a few times our Chilling Network family. By the way, you can go down in our comments and you can see we are part of both the IDICBeer Wargamers Unification group and the Chilling Network. And links to all the fam below.
Oh, by the way, speaking of merch, one thing that we failed to mention is that if you follow the link in the description below, that'll get you to the the website that you can purchase the
Oh
stuff
yeah,
there.
you'll be able to find our Teespring store where you can find all of our merch.
all our goodies, a lot of good stuff there. Even socks. Whoever socks? I don't know if I would order socks. That'd be cool though. Just weird. Big knee highs.
All right, those are the tech problems. We're going to skip over those. We already read some of them while we were going through. G'day, Gits, Brother Brack.
Good day, mate.
We were mentioning that, we hope Lady D feels better. She needs to get some rest. Big D says that she is not sick. That's good to hear.
Oh, good. Good. Don't be.
Ice Wolf says, "Is they're far away when they start collecting? They started collecting Space Wolves. Was that 2.5 years ago? Before 25 years? Oh, I guess 25 years ago. Before 25 years of Warhammer Fantasy. That's awesome.
What's up?
What got you, Horus Lupercal, the Wall Master?
I love that name.
Wants to know what got us into our chosen chapters, struggling to pick between Imperial Fist, Blood Angels, or Black Templars.
They're all good. Just, honestly, both Mithras and I will tell you, for its aesthetics and lore, for me, I like the yellow, and I like the lore. And yellow's challenge, so I always like a good challenge.
That's right. Yep, absolutely. When Freak starts a new thing like this hobby and painting, often he'll look at what is one of the hardest things to do and say, that's a skill I'd like to be able to do. And he goes right for it. And in this case, when he said that, the chapter I used to play in Dawn of War 2 was yellow and red, everybody told him that's going to be really hard to paint. Okay, usually people need experience to paint like that. That immediately, when they told him no, and that he wouldn't be able to as a new person, that locked him in and cemented him into Imperial Fists. Like, as soon as they told him, you really need some more experience before you can do that, boom!
Rogaldorn approves.
Yeah, Rogaldorn called to him in that moment.
Yeah, I heard it.
Part of it can be gameplay, too. He really liked reading about how in the different battles he read about in Wikipedia and stuff like that, how they were stoic defenders. They would set up a line, and then they would stoically march forward and just mow stuff down. Firepower as they would march forward. So some of it is thematic, too. He liked how he read about their battle style. And then the same with myself. I honestly thought I was going to come in playing Ultramarines. Because the very first Warhammer book I'd ever read was an omnibus of the Ultramarines, with Uriel Ventris. And I really loved that book series. And I was like, okay, I thought it was going to be Ultramarines. And then as I got in, they said, well, the next thing I settled was I was trying to decide between Ultramarines and I don't know if I should confess this on the show. I was trying to choose between Ultramarines, and I really loved the anime look of the town. And anyways, I asked, well, what's their play style like? And they were like, well, they don't really have the ability to do any melee combat. They said they sit on the back line, they do a lot of shooting, but they win a lot of games. And I'm like, no melee combat? That doesn't sound like anything I want. Yeah, I did break up for a second there. Am I still having audio?
Well, that's because you mentioned Tau.
Nothing at all.
You deserve it.
No, I didn't. What?
You mentioned Tau. That's why.
Anyways, so when they said that's how they played, they're like, yeah, you're really going to be weak in close combat. And I'm like, I can't punch anything in the face. I said, well, what armies are good at punching stuff in the face? And they were like, well, Blood Angels. I was like, okay, but they're really bright and red, and that's not really my thing. And they're like, orcs. And at the time, I wasn't into orcs. And I'm like, nah. They said, well, if you like the Space Marine look, they got Space Wolves. I said, hold up. And then they showed me a box with the dudes covered in wolf pelts, and then another box of dudes riding on wolves with a big ass frost axe charging across the battlefield. And I said, okay, sign me up. Boom. And then, well, I didn't say boom and slap money on the counter. What I did was I took the box to my lovely, gorgeous, beautiful, and extremely generous wife, Lily, and said, baby, please, baby, 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 please, baby, I need this, baby, I need this now, baby, please, baby, please, I need this, baby, please. And then, next thing you know, I had a box of the Space Wolves starter box, the first box of 10 Space Wolves Marines, and that was it. And then next thing you know, I was into lore and all that and their play style, and it was awesome.
It's too late, Horace. He's already in story mode, so just sit there and relax and listen to the story, okay?
I apologize, guys.
So,
once I get into story mode,
he gets in story mode, baby. You got him. So continue, my man. You're in story mode.
So yeah, that's what made me get into Space Wolves, and they're still absolutely to this day, my proud and favorite army.
Look at that.
Space Wolf for life, baby. Space Wolf for life.
That's real, by the way. That ain't a sticker.
So yeah, that's definitely how I got in. It's okay, Mythos. We all make mistakes. I like the suits. Reminds me of Gundam. That's honestly because I grew up. My favorite anime, my very first anime, was Robotech, and then of course, in my later on, I got into Gundam Wing and stuff like that. So I love those. Speaking of an expert with Gundams, we've got Kaiju Shorts in the chat.
Hey, he's Australian. Jesus.
And by the way, great to see you, Oni Studio, my brother. Freak is releasing his battle report with Atlas from 40K and Barbecue next week. So the week after, I'll be releasing our battle report. And it'll be our first appearance of Brother Oni in a bat rep.
Oh, by the way, please, if you have a high sodium issue, you may have to pause it a couple of times while you're watching it, because I think on turn 3 I just lose it. I lose it. You're gonna see the freak out, right? And I'm not gonna spoil it. I freaked out. It was
man.
It was everybody was laughing. They were having a good old time, and they were laughing at me because I was so worked up. And they're like, look, freak, he's about to explode. You better go ahead and change his shorts because he's probably taking a crap. Look at that, he's losing it. Like, oh yeah.
Really good friends will come check on you when you're in extreme distress. Your best friends will turn on the camera and die laughing.
Exactly.
Trolly friends are trolly. Oh my goodness, there is a salt emote.
Dang.
That's going to be used in this channel.
Oh my god. All right, you started something there, Commodore.
Oh man. You're definitely going to need that emote when you watch Freak's Battle Report with Atlas. You guys know how he feels about the Basilisk, and this is the one that set him off.
I don't even like the name.
So my hobby stuff, I decided to kick in the front door to October. So, built in one go. I was actually pretty proud of myself. Built up this guy.
Ooh.
My Gazgul.
Gazgul. Gorgeous model, dude.
Oh, I love it. He's a beast of a model.
You're a beast
I
of a
really
model.
Got him. Really hoping to do him justice, too. Like, you'll notice he's got some bright silvers down on him. I didn't want to do the same rusty steel effect I did on all my other works.
You going
because I feel like the mechs would go out of their way to take a little bit better care. He's not going to be bright and polished. He's still going to have dings and plenty of wear and tear on the metal on his. It's not going to be shiny and new, but it's not going to be as corroded looking as my other orcs because he's the boss. People got to take care of the boss.
Yeah. Hey, can you put it back in front of the? Because it was move more to your left. More to your left. Like right there. There you go.
There we go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's sexy.
That's the boss. So, yeah, just to start to him,
Very nice.
Got my black armor down, got my steel tones down. Next, I'm going to probably do the skin because the head is removed. The head is just blue tacked in. And then I'm going to do the washes down on all my steel because the washes and then some areas are getting a bronzing, but then I want to come back in and do my heat bloom effect on these exhaust pipes here. So there'll be a pop of a little bit of red, a little bit of blue, shimmering up here. Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. I fixed the frame because you were kind of off frame.
So the exhaust here, I'm going to do my heat bloom effect. And actually, I've got a video on how to do my heat bloom effect. So that'll be coming out sometime soon too. That is done though, showing you it won't necessarily be orcs for the heat bloom tutorial, but then let me just go ahead and talk about Orktober. So I'm working on that right now. And then, guys, this is my first year. Ragnar took his head. He can do it again. You right. Remember, orcs is like my fourth army. Like, in all ways, I'm still my money's still on the wolves. But and you see, you started orcs in third edition. That's awesome.
Wow.
Thank you for so for Orktober, Mythos made a headless orc man. I mean, yeah. So, okay, let's talk about Orktober. So that is my beginning step into Orktober. And this being my first year into orcs, I plan on celebrating all Orktober. So first and foremost, I am going to commit to doing at least one orc video a week, every week during Orktober. And some weeks you'll probably get more than one. For instance, video number 1, I'm going to showcase my orc army as it stands so far. I think it's a little over 1,000 points. And I'm not going to include the commandos because video 2 is probably going to be my review and showcase of Spellcrow brand commandos for those of you who have wondered about using third-party orcs in your army and stuff like that, what specifically these Spellcrow commandos look like. And of course, anybody can go onto Spellcrow's website and see how they look in the gray resin, but when you actually put your paint schemes on it, how it comes out in the end. So just kind of a review and showcase of how mine came out. That's going to be my second orc video. And I have a new hobby desk here, and I've gotten I think I've got my lighting situation squared away. And I have more room because this hobby desk is twice the size. It's a beast compared to my last hobby desk. So I've got more room to crank out.
Yeah, that's something I'm gonna have to work on, is get a bigger desk. And I want to get a desk that's lower to the ground. This is a pub table, so I can stand and work it. But you know what? There's no back to my chair, and back hurts after a while. So
that makes sense. So since I have a bigger workspace, I'm going to try my hand at doing a few orc tutorials because one of the most common questions I get when I showcase my orcs is how I do my vibrant orc skin tones. And so that's the number 1 tutorial I wanted to do.
Mine is your rust effects.
Yeah, the rust effects is another thing I get asked about, especially when I say it's kind of unorthodox because I put the rust tones down underneath and then a translucent metal effect over top. And so a lot of people are, they're like, wow, I haven't heard of that, doing it that way before. It seems kind of backwards. So, the thing, it'll be a good thing to capture on camera and show people just how I do what I do. And of course, I've got a couple more. And I think I've got several orc videos I can crank out for Orktober. And then on top of that, as I finish other things, show off Gaz whenever he's done and stuff like that. And even if it's just progress on what I'm doing with the orcs throughout the month, it's just, this is going to be my opportunity to really celebrate Orktober.
Nice. Oh, something I did forget to mention. We actually finished the forest. We finished it.
Nice.
Yeah, we finished it. Both me, Oni, and Nina Chick. Yeah, we actually finished. That was the craziest ending. It was a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we finished it, so we're done.
Very cool. Was it an enjoyable ending?
It was. It was for the most part. It was. I mean, especially for a cooperative game. It was pretty good. I don't know, compared to some of the other games, compared to games like what's the one I just played earlier? The one in the sea, the ocean, not BioShock.
Yeah.
CRS.
Uh,
Soma.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I think Soma, the ending there was better, but I think the way the game was designed for the forest allowed continuity. So there was 2 different endings. So, but yeah, it's interesting.
That's cool. So, do you think you got the good ending since there's 2 different endings?
No. We decided to do the ending that kept us on the island. Yeah, because
Gotcha.
we were. So the whole thing is, well, I'm not going to spoil it in case anybody wants to actually play it, but yeah, there was a kid involved. I don't like the kid, and I'm like, you know what? Screw that kid. Heck, hell with him. Let him die. Yeah, I don't like him. So
just like Asahi from Final Fantasy XIV. Screw that kid.
yeah, screw that kid. Yeah, and so yeah, we were like, let's stay on the island. Yeah, we're here now.
Kaiju always liked the ending to Windows Solitaire. Just the cards spamming everywhere.
Yep.
So I actually haven't had much time to do any video gaming. I did play a little bit of Final Fantasy VII Remake. Lost my cool and yeeted the controller. That was cool. Okay, so the thing is I keep comparing the game to how I played it 25 years ago. And there's this one part where you have to do a series of mini tests correctly. And if you do, something happens in the story. And if anyone's played 7, it's the Don Corneo bit. And you have to do everything correctly to win the right pieces of the outfit to make to get the optimal kind of ending in that section. And in that section, you have to win the highest rank on all these little mini challenges. And I was doing the weightlifting or the squats. And man, they changed that mechanic up so much. Again, they updated it from being 25 years old, right? They're like, how can we make it challenging for the new generation? And yeah, it's challenging. It sucks. It's super hard. And anyways, I lost my cool and yeeted the controller because I was like, man, when I did this 25 years ago as a teenager, I got all the best endings on these challenges, which means I got the best ending to this arc, and I was able to confront, the Dawn face to face and not put the girls in danger. And turns out all the mini challenges are harder now, but none of them have an effect on the story. You get the best ending either way. Oh. So I got mad and yeeted my controller for nothing because I was like, you know what? I'm just not going to finish the story now. If I can't get the best ending the way I did 25 years ago, or not ending, but the if I can't get the best outcome in this arc the way I did 25 years ago, I don't want to play it. And it turns out it's just like they made everything harder, but it has no effect on the story anymore. And I was just like, well, don't I feel silly now?
Well, another thing too is that I'm surprised that there was one factor that was just slightly different between, like playing it now and playing it back then. Not a teenager. Just saying. Anymore. Maybe at heart. Maybe inside your heart. Just a little bit. But not now.
Anyways, we'll skip over that.
No, bullcrap. No, you ain't skirting that away from me. You bust old jokes every day with me, Val. Nah. No, you suck it up.
Anyways. Another game I played this week is on Saturday night. Some of my friends and I, we got on and we played the new internet sensation right now, Among Us, which is a pretty cool mystery game.
I want to get into that.
Somebody, huh?
I want to get into that.
Yeah, mafia or werewolf in space, basically. Somebody gets killed every round, and you got to try to identify which of you and your friends is the killer. And that was a lot of fun because your wolf brother is a horrible liar. I don't know how to do deception and misdirection. I'm not good at it. So there was a mafia werewolves in space. There's a couple of games called Mafia and another one called Werewolf where it's the same thing. One person is the killer, and then each turn somebody kills somebody, and you try and figure out, who's the killer. And it was cool. I have to say I much more enjoyed being one of the crewmen in space. I was awful at being the killer and lying to people. I think I may have won one round where I was the killer, but other than that, it was almost always, as soon as somebody said, I think it might be Mythos. Yep, he immediately voted off. Because even when I'm not guilty, if somebody says I think it's Mythos, I don't know how to defend myself because I'm just like, I was doing stuff. They're like, yeah,
you
that's
get this unfounded bout of guilt that comes out of nowhere, right? You're like, I'm doing drugs?
Guys, I'm pretty sure, and your characters are all labeled by the color of their spacesuit, right? So it's like, guys, I think I just saw Mythos kill Orange. I was like, no, I didn't kill Orange. I killed Yellow.
Voted.
Wait,
Booted.
no. Or like the killers can hide in these vents, kind of like Alien, So it's like, I'm pretty sure I just saw Mythos kill Yellow. Nah, I was in a vent. I'm just really bad at this. I cannot lie. In my improv skills when it comes to making up stuff like that is just terrible. I can't lie to save my life.
Mythos parts his tune somewhere while he goes to the bathroom.
Ice Wolf has a desk that is 10 inches higher than a normal desk, so he can rest his wrist on his desk while painting. That's cool. I actually heard the same thing from Brother Sam on Wargamer Online when Sam was part of Wargamer Online, and he always used to mention that's how he did all his detail painting. Was his desk was much higher than about eye level for him, so he would just rest his wrist on his desk and paint that way, and it stopped gave him more control in his motions. Brother Ethan says that's why you murder someone in the middle of the cafeteria. That was I just hit the wrong button. There's two buttons. There's two main buttons you have. One is, or no, you get three buttons over on there if you're the imposter. There's the murder button, the sabotage button, and above that there's the button to go in the vents. And I was trying to do the thing where you pull up you're running and you pull up your sabotage menu, so that way I could hit one of the sabotages like lights out. And instead of hitting the sabotage button, I hit one button over and hit the kill button with like 3 people standing in the cafeteria just looking at me. No, that was you guys. I'm like, I'm so good at this. Yeah, I'm definitely, those games are not my forte.
Oh, by the way, while Mythos catches up on the chat, if you guys are listening, we got a new tune in. This is something that just recently wrote, so in case you noticed, it was getting a little old, the songs we were cycling is so this one's a little better that I wrote, so check it out.
Oh man, Freak sent this to me on Saturday, and I had to call him up right away and tell him this just sounds like it deserves to be on a CD somewhere. It was just, this one, so awesome.
Thank you.
It's my favorite so far. What'd you end up naming it?
Burning Brushes. Yeah, so honestly,
I love it.
The funny part about it is that I got the inspiration last Friday when we did our live stream, and we were going through all of the really amazing artwork. I mean, we had like pages and pages of artwork, right? And I'm thinking, God, I just want to burn my freaking brushes. Well, I just went ahead and just finished that song. So this is, I can just envision myself piling all. Are you all right? Okay? You okay, man?
Yeah. Yes.
What do you mean?
I was disconnecting for a few seconds, but I'm okay now.
No, you're still good. Anyway, so yeah, I just imagined just a pile of brushes and just lighting that sucker and standing right there, in the silhouette of the fire, just watching it burn. That's it right there.
That's a crazy inspiration for a song, dude.
Hey,
That's awesome.
I blame those people that did amazing work is all.
Well, that's what makes us want to burn our brushes every single week here on the show. So
Yep, and we got more.
That's a good place to lay the blame.
I don't think I can
We got
write
more
another
this
song
week.
and call it the same thing. So
We got lots of brush burning material coming up here on the show, and I think that is pretty much everything for our hobby update. Everything we've been doing.
see, Kaiju gets it.
Aside from October, huh?
Kaiju gets it.
You know, it's I sent him the 1,000 Suns, the fiery ones we're going to be looking at later today.
Oh.
I sent those to the group chat with Gamecraft Dragon, and Kaiju just said, "Man, I just woke up and I just already want to burn my brushes now."
Hey, Mythos, I know this is a little unorthodox, but do me a favor. Could you go ahead and get out of Whereby and come back in? Just a quick.
Yes.
Cool. Stand by, guys. We're having a little bit of lag, and I think it's this network. So usually when he comes back in, it fixes itself. So it's nothing major. The last time we actually had it, there was such a lag. It was a 7-second delay. So I think you guys saw us. We were actually talking over each other, and it was bad. So I'm trying to keep that from happening again. And I still have to go over there and help him with his network issues. So, but yeah. So okay, let me get him back on. There's the beautiful wolf brother. Look at that.
Is that any better?
Yeah. Yep, I think so. Kaiju Short says, haha, very epic. I can almost hear the crackling.
Kaiju says, do you use a drum machine for these?
Oh, it's still delayed. That's okay. We'll work with it. It's okay, Meetha. We'll work with it.
Yeah. Anyways, Kaiju wants to know if you use a drum machine.
I did not. Okay, I've got two ways of doing this. I have loops that I use. I actually paid a good bit to get some really well-recorded loops for drum kits and different styles. But I couldn't find anything with a halftime like this. So I have a keyboard. I'm a keyboardist. Besides playing guitar, I do play keys. So on my keys, I do have a setting for drums, and it just happened it had that kit, and it just sounded really, really good. So I layered each drum kit or each drum itself. Like for example, this one, I layered the bass and the bass and the snare, or the kick and the snare. That's one track, and then I layered the hi-hat on a different track, and then crash cymbals and toms on different tracks. So I went and layered each one, so it did not sound like I was trying to play everything at the same time. I wouldn't have anyway. But I am planning to, get a electric drum kit, so I can actually play my own stuff. So, but yeah, you can hear the drums. They're pretty legit.
So you can do the whole band bit then, right? You can do the rhythm and the lead guitar, you can do the drums, you can do the piano.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Everything that's on there, I did. No, there's no collaboration with anybody else. I wrote, I added everything. I added the chug on the guitar, the melody, and also there's an acoustic that's playing the melody. And that's what I actually started out with, just the acoustic guitar playing the melody and some pads. So in the background, you can kind of hear a little airy kind of synth in the background. It's pretty cool.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. I'm sure people, whenever you write songs like this, I'm sure people love to hear about the process you use for writing all this. So
Yeah.
Hey, that might be next time, you got the creative juice on, you may want to flip on the camera and to show people kind of your thought process when you're making a new song.
That's a good idea.
Freak cranking out the rhythms. All right, speaking of cranking out things that are beautiful like your music, you want to check in with some art of the week?
I thought you would never ask. And of course, like I said, I don't think I can write another song and call it the same thing. So it would have to be Burning Brushes 2.0.
And then the Burning Brushes, the remix. And
Right. All right, art of the week. Hang on. Let's get that going here.
Art of the week.
Art of the week. I got some good art of the week, man. Oh, too much sexiness.
Speaking of frosts, because Running Bear says awesome frost, Brother Freak will actually be. I don't know when's the next time we're going to get together for our games, but the next time we do play, Freak is actually going to be the Wolf Brother that day.
I am.
He's going to be bringing his Space Wolves over to face my orcs. So that'll be
first
cool.
chance I get to actually learn to play Space Wolf. So, and what better, teacher than the Wolf Brother himself.
Speaking of learning, man, Freak definitely stepped it up this last time when we were playing at 40K and Barbecue. He was remembering his stratagems and stuff like that. He was using things like transhuman and stuff like that, or getting the extra use out of his dreadnoughts with things like Duty Eternal and stuff like that. He was cranking out the stratagems.
Yeah, man.
Actually, he started drying up on command points.
Yeah, I was burning through command points. Like people
that was cool.
Throwing money at us at Chippendales to get off the stage.
The Pale Orc.
The Pale Orc.
Awesome. So we've got some pretty fine orc gents here in the chat. The Pale Orc, Brack the Wolboss. Some people who are going to be really cool to follow this Orktober. And I bet, because these orcs are the first minis I saw Mini Warmutt ever crank out. I bet he's got some cool stuff coming for Orktober too. So keep your eye on all these fine gents during Orktober.
I may join you on that Orktober thing. I might not be able to shell out as much product as you or the rest of the guys, but I'll put some stuff out there.
Hey, that'll be cool.
Yeah, why not? All right, so this is from, who's this by? Paul Brown? Grimdark Painters? I guess it's the groups, right? So Paul Brown, I think is his name. All right, let's see.
That's kind of cool. I like this guy already. In addition to the amazing paint job, Paul Brown is also the name of the bassist from Season of Ghost, my favorite band in the world. So that's cool.
Very cool. Yeah, see.
So I had never, ever thought to myself, I want 1,000 Suns army now, until I saw this guy's take on the 1,000 Suns. And holy crap. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to leave Brother Big D out. Brother Big D is going to have some awesome stuff out for Orktober as well, such as incredible orc terrain. And if you guys know your Brother Big D, he usually is able to show you how to make it from scratch and make it on the cheap from stuff that you can get without having to be a pro or shelling out that big Games Workshop money. Make sure you stay tuned to Gamecraft Dragon 2. So check out this Magnus, guys. Fiery Magnus with that awesome, charred exterior, fire from within kind of thing going on.
This is so
holy
cool.
Crap.
That's just beautiful. As a closet pyromaniac, I have to say this is absolutely phenomenal.
Ice Wolf, have a great night. Rest well, my friend.
Yeah, man. Get some Z's, will you? That's just amazing. And hey, he could do lava.
Anybody able to do the just leaving fire in the recesses? Yeah. I was telling Freak, I was like, I bet you'd be amazing at this because my brother can make lava bases.
awesome, man.
Oh man, that is so incredible. Just the look. I mean, look at the way the staff is done with the fire coming from the staff. You know, there's so many things to look at. The horns, like they're not just super bright, but they've got the crust along the edges, but towards the bottom. But it really gives it that from glowing from within effect.
Hey, did you see the eye? Did you notice the eyeball here?
Well, I try not to notice eyeballs, but which one in particular?
Well, yeah, look at the one here, right here in the biceps belt.
Oh yeah,
is that crazy? Kind of creepy.
I just saw the somebody posted a picture of 30K Magnus with just one eye. And then the 40K Magnus and zoomed in on all the eyes all over him, like his belt buckle, in the middle of his hand, on his staff blades and stuff like that. And it's just like, then it shows the Shrek. Do you think maybe he's compensating for something? He's a Cyclops in 30K.
Wow, that's so cool. Look at this. Unbelievable.
That is so good. It blends into that base so well. And normally you want a base that's going to contrast, make your stuff pop out more, but it's like this, it's like they're born of the fire and they exist in the fire,
Mm-hmm.
It's so cool. The whole army being done like this, that Forge Fiend there, or I don't remember which one is the melee one and which one's the shooting one, but the Forge thingamajig there, that thing's cool. Goes perfect next to Magnus. The Ahriman looks amazing. The Thousand Suns themselves look super badass. How long do you think it takes to paint an army like this, though, Freak?
I don't know. I mean, he actually hand drew those flames. I don't know. That's
so. The freehand aside, let me get your opinion, because you're a better painter than me. And actually, I'd like to hear what the opinions of some of the great painters in the chat think. Would you, for this kind of paint effect, and I want you to think about having to do this across an entire army.
No.
Would you would you put down your fire colors first and paint the black and charcoal on top of that? Or would you paint the whole thing black and charcoal and physically paint the fire colors into the recess?
Yeah, it would be black and charcoal first, because there's less space to paint the bright, and that's not hard to do. Once you get the white lines and the outlines of the flames, then you can go back with a little bit of wet blending and blend the red or the orange and the darker colors. So
the only problem with that is there's, at least in my experience, it's hard to get the warm colors this vibrant on top of black.
It's no different than what I did with the salamanders that I made, because the whole thing was painted that dark greenish kind of, I don't know, grayish green, if you will. Mm-hmm. And I just went back and I just sprayed the white. It wasn't hard at all. And then I went back and filled in the red or the orange. It was translucent, so it actually went through just fine.
Yeah. On contrast, though, if you look about the way you do your lava bases, you put down the white first.
Yes,
so that way you can get that brightness and vibrance.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for the most part, well, actually, no, I don't. I put the black first, and then I'll go with the white. And I'll actually start spraying white.
Well, I mean, white first, as in white before the fire colors.
Oh yes, definitely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So I'll spray down the lava white first, and then I'll start. But the black is already there. Because I don't want. The white, because when I go back with the white, even if it does a little overspray on the edges, it still shows up as a glow.
Mm-hmm.
So it works out fine.
Yeah, I think I'd be inclined to do like Oni and go do the fire first.
Yeah,
it
Oni
would probably
Gamecraft
take longer,
Dragon does.
though.
Yeah, they both do that. So, yeah, I do it a little differently, and that's okay. But my stuff came out effective, so I was okay with it.
Be really interesting. You know what? That might need to be a holiday thing or a Halloween thing we do at some point. Is each of us paint up one Legion of the Damned guy?
That would be cool.
In a fire effect underneath.
Yeah, definitely. See, let me
Trick
move
or
on.
treat, mother trucker. Anyways, we really got off the rails talking about the theory of this. You know, I wish.
But that's what this is for.
Yeah, no, definitely. Oh, hey, you know, I was just saying it would be cool. Gamecraft Dragon says he's in. You know what?
See?
Hey, maybe
Started something.
Yeah, maybe let's do it, man. Let's maybe get us a couple of Space Marines to do some Legion of the Damned stuff on.
Oh, man.
Just each of us will do one Hell Rider kind of Hell Rider.
Right,
No,
you said that.
Ghost Rider kind of guy. You know, one fiery dude.
Dude.
Happy Halloween, mother trucker. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I'm getting so inspired right now.
What?
You know, I've got like 52 spare bikes from my White Scars army, right? What if I do one on a motorcycle with no head and put a pumpkin in his hand like Sleepy Hollow?
Okay. See, I would be epic.
I'm getting inspired, dude. Dude, this is a thing now. All right, let's set it in stone.
You can do, you
can
do the Sleepy Hollow thing.
Well, I mean, not necessarily Sleepy Hollow. Let's just do one Legion of the Damned guy, one fiery guy like this.
All right.
You know, with the dark outside, fiery inside. Each of us will do one guy.
All right, sure.
And if anybody in the chat wants to jump in too, hell yeah. And you do an orc version. Yeah. It doesn't even have to be a Space Marine. I mean, Legion of the Damned is just the first thing that popped to mind because our brother X-Gear Commander, big Legion of the Damned fan. And of course, you know, that Legion of the Damned artwork is everywhere, all over the internet. But yeah, it can be anything. Just do one orc, Marine, Chaos. I mean, even a damn I can't even get that all the way out. Just one fiery dude burning from within. Okay, this is going to be our Sleepy Hollow challenge. Put out your artwork or put your artwork, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Put it out on Halloween. Let's do that. Did we see the Legion of the Damned Indominus conversion? I want to say I saw one a while back of that.
Here's
cool
those salamanders.
Cool stuff.
The salamanders that I did, that we were talking about.
You need the greater good. I don't know if you were here, Roxas, but I was confessing earlier that I had considered that as my first army until I learned that they don't have any melee combat. Shh! Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone other than these 16 beautiful people watching this chat. Love those salamanders, dude.
Yeah, they came out.
Just when I look at your salamanders commission and the salamanders I painted up for Kane, sometimes I feel like we missed our calling a little bit.
Right? Dude, your salamanders are beautiful because you were allowed to paint them their colors. I wasn't.
Your client wanted a darker salamanders.
Yes, that was a little more different. Yeah.
But still, I mean, you did a gorgeous job with them.
You, man. Gracias, amigo.
That's true. Okay, not no melee, or not a complete lack of melee. There is Farsight. Hey! I see what you're doing. Stop trying to tempt me with the dark side. I was just sitting there thinking, I was like, man, Farsight does have a really badass looking sword. Yeah.
This is reminds me of a video game.
But you get Gundams. You know, Roxas almost pulled on me. He almost said, "These are the droids that you're looking for."
Ha! He was using the farce.
Dude, this is so cool. I think Big D sent this to me. Watch me totally have missed that, but I think it was D. I think he put it up in the his art channel on Discord. Actually, check this out though. This really sells the making scenery part of what you do.
He does amazing work with terrain and stuff, man. That's his. Or you sent this in? Oh,
no, you sent it.
Oh,
was there?
Whoever did a great job.
Was the name not there on the?
Yeah, it's right here. Captain Tycho. Yeah, that's pretty.
Oh my God! Customize it to look like you. Stop that there.
Very nice, man.
Gosh. That's amazing. Deathcore always look fantastic, and I love the World War II kind of bunker feel that this has there. Like World War II bunker with Xenos there.
What what this is reminding me of. This is a video game. My gosh. They just did one that made by oh gosh, old age sucks.
Killzone?
No. Matter of fact, the last one they did was a multiplayer
Fallout?
Yeah, that's what it gives me. Fallout vibes.
Like the the California guys. They wear the kind of the masks like this.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it kind of reminds me of. It's got some Fallout vibes. Look at this, man.
That's cool.
That's really neat.
There was an early PS3 into PS4 kind of game that was basically like World War II with aliens, and it kind of gave me those kind of vibes. That's cool. Really great piece.
Da Pale Orc. All right, open new image.
We know that guy.
We know that guy. That guy's amazing. He is an orc monster.
Oh my gosh! You know what's funny is it seemed like not too long before he started his channel, before he started his channel, that he started doing all these crazy scratch builds, and he just went into it. I mean, balls to the wall.
Just crazy. I mean, that's when you know he's got mad skills, bro. Now
the other awesome orc gentleman guy, Resistance. That was thank you, Commodore. Brack the War Boss often will make playful jokes and ribs about Pale Orc dumpster diving because he scratch builds so much.
Well,
he can make anything end up looking like an awesome orc vehicle. Kind of like we say that Brother Specht is like the hobby MacGyver of the hobby YouTube community. Like Pale Orc is like the orky version of that. McCrumpa or something like that.
Well, he does it. He just
Hey. Jeff, did you take this when your dad came over?
Oh yeah, it's over there in your little paper.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So this is
Are you showing something? Because I'm still on Art of the Week.
This was a Grot buggy, by the way. I can't remember which one of the orc buggies he said it was, because I have CRS, which is a serious medical condition.
Yeah, I can relate.
But I can't remember which one he said. But yeah, this is one of the orc buggies he was working on. Man, just completely scratch built, fully customized. But he's got, if you look, he's got the orc drivers in there, and the gunners, and a little grot on the front there. I mean,
This is very Mad Max orc style.
Yeah, he's definitely got a very Mad Max art style.
Wreck a truck.
Wreck a truck.
I'll wreck your truck. What?
It is the squig buggy. Okay, hey, I got it.
Hey. Tab. The Pale Orc.
That's awesome. I love the mashup on front and they just go together like they're supposed to be. It looks like one vehicle, right? It doesn't look like it's all just mashed together.
That's interesting.
He's squig buggy, wreck a truck.
Same thing that Grumpy Guy does, is uses little motors and stuff to put on there. That's pretty cool. Where the actual wiring in here.
Nice.
Pretty neat. I'm impressed. That's very cool. Jeez and Pete.
Yep. That's the IT guy in you. If you put real wires in there, he likes it.
I like it. Well, I have an electronics degree too, so that's mainly that. Dang it, that's so cool. I'll have to write another song. Crap.
The way the drivers and the gunners just look like they belong there. That impresses me the most.
Yeah, it looks like a part of the whole diorama. It's a part of the thing. Look at that. Daka.
I was in the Discord in a Discord call when he made it. It looks great, but what's crazier is how quickly he slapped it together. Holy crap. Commodore says Chippendales has an IT department?
Well,
yeah, you have no idea how many tickets pile up while he's out on stage.
big time. They just. Every now and then, I want to pretend that they're tickets to come see us, but that's not. They're usually fines for indecent exposure.
He tried telling them that touchscreens there were a bad idea, but
yeah, it wasn't a good idea. Wow, so cool.
See, I can't wait. I know I need to actually like start practicing scratch building to get good at scratch building, but I really want to get to the point where I can put random things together like this with the purpose and end up with an end product that looks like it was sold that way.
Well, I get it, but honestly, you're ahead of me on this because I don't even convert, dude. I don't like doing conversions. I don't like messing with stuff that isn't. So no, you're good.
Did you see what Commodore said? Instead of dollar bills, they stuff IT tickets in your G-string.
I don't think they would do that.
Oh, man.
The question would be like, where is the G-string?
They take you back in the champagne rooms and whisper things to you like, turn me off and turn me back on again. Oh my goodness, we've gone off the rails here. Oh, gee, the Hyper says, how are you lads? We're doing well, man. We were just talking about how Freaky and I are both going to be participating in Orktober this year.
Yeah.
And we're looking at some awesome orky goodness by the Pale Orc, and we're having a good time tonight, my man.
And we know this guy.
You get no escape key with me. Is it plugged in all the way, baby? That's going to be the rest of the episode. It's just Chippendale's IT puns.
Yep.
Now, here's another man that knows how to celebrate Orktober. Check out this
man.
Big Mac conversion from Brother Spud. I really like this big-ass two-handed spanner. Just like he's just really going to crack somebody's head wide open.
Club him like a baby seal. Oh, that's terrible.
Don't do that to baby seals.
That's just terrible. We don't do that kind of thing here. All right. This is from the pickle jar.
There's enough sex in the shanty, your IT problem solved.
This is true.
That's so cool.
Especially when you see what we look like on stage. Yeah, that never happens. Look at that. Golly, this assassin.
So first Brother Spud and now the Pickle Jar. Both of these, of course, fellow Chilling Network brothers. You can find these Chilling Network brothers down in the description below to their YouTube channel. And on Pickle Jar's recent live stream this Wednesday, painted up this badass Judiciary. Love the flame effects.
I do.
Painted by hand. I'm sure you can tell.
Oh, absolutely.
And the time hourglass. I could not find that word for a second there.
Hey, look, there's a salamander back there.
The hourglass with the flame effects looks awesome. Say what?
I see a salamander back there. Hey.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you look at the pauldron, you can see that the shoulder pauldron on this guy, he's a salamander for he's a chaplain for the salamanders, but
oh yeah, that's right.
Chaplains, including Judiciaries, always wear black armor, no matter what chapter they're in. So.
That's cool. So kind of like the librarian order, right? So they have to wear.
Yeah, just like the librarian order is always blue, the chaplains are always in black.
Yeah. Oh man, that looks cool. That just looks cool.
God, that fire sword is so good. And he literally, if you look at how detailed the randomness on the flames are around the edges, he painted that up in minutes.
That's like cool.
I would have taken forever to do that many, that kind of flame effect by hand. I mean, he just went right through it. Time's up, heretics. Nice.
I love the skull. Look how well done it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jeez. I don't know. Look at that. Then I got to look at it a little closer here. That looks crazy.
And Pickle Jar is a talented bro.
Yes.
And you can find all kinds of painting tutorials and streams like where he painted this guy over on the Pickle Jar channel.
The Pickle Jar. Spray Black Studios. What you got? What you got for a poet shot?
Spray Black Studios is the newest member of our Chili Network brothers. And this one I really appreciate as a Fallout fan,
Yep.
lifelong Fallout fan. This
Yep.
is the Wasteland Wanderer from the Fallout Miniatures game.
Now I want to play Vegas again. That was a good game. Fallout New Vegas.
Vegas is good. 3 is my favorite. I kind of want to go back and play 3.
Did you know that they have Fallout 4 VR now? Now they got all the bugs out. Yeah, but that's
Speaking of Fallout 3, Outside Xbox just did a list earlier of 7 gangs you don't want to be in, and I just knew I was wrong. No, it's Outside Extra. Anyways, the first one was Fallout 3. I was like, I bet it's going to be the Tunnel Snakes, and now I've got the freaking Tunnel Snakes song stuck in my head. Tunnel Snakes, ooh, we're the Tunnel Snakes.
Okay.
I couldn't wait till I could get out of the vault, so that way I could punch him in the face. This was sent to me by Brother Meeks by Olaf Miniatures.
This is gorgeous.
Some quality Space Wolf action here.
Love this combination here. I love the colors. Oh.
Brackman, have a great first game of 9th. I hope you have an awesome time and absolutely
you
love
get to play 9th for the first time. Hey, good luck. Kick some serious orc butt, my man.
That's a Fallout miniature we were looking at. Running Bear says reminds me of Ash. I'm thinking Ash from Evil Dead. I could be wrong, but that's just what made me think of when he said it.
Maybe.
Microsoft bought Bethesda. Absolutely. I'm hoping that they breathe new life in while still giving us all of our favorites.
Amen. That might actually be something. Again, gorgeous work. Me like
absolutely. Great.
Course,
I mean,
you could have drilled out the barrels, but still, I like it.
The bikes look amazing. The faces, though, I mean, that's
awesome. That's a different That's a different bird.
Yeah, they definitely do that, like, kind of pallid. I've been living in us on a snow planet for a long time kind of feeling.
Pretty much. Looks pretty amazing. All right, we go here.
We don't talk about Bethesda. I'm very worried. It'll be fine. Yeah. It'll be fine.
What could go wrong? What could go wrong?
My philosophy, Weather Pig, is I just don't worry about problems until they happen. That's not true. I stress all the time. But if I'm going to distract myself so that way I don't stress about it kind of person. That's Future Mythos' problem. That's so awesome. Again,
that is gorgeous.
That skin tone on the face looks great. And then just the right amount of in my opinion, the right amount of weathering on the icons, like where the yellow is. You can see it like cuts into the shoulder blade.
My hat to the one who did this.
Dang it, beat me to it, Mythos. Brother Ethan knows.
I just want to sit here and just stare at this.
Sea of Thieves is huge. Battletoads is sweet too. Nice. Holy crap.
I just want to watch this. Just want to look at this.
You were the chosen one, Anakin.
This was a scene. This was an actual scene where he actually got him.
The glow effect, that OSL is amazing.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you were about to burn your brushes, make sure you do that in a safe and orderly fashion. Begin piling your brushes onto the middle of the floor. Get your lighter fluid and your igniter.
Even the surprise in Obi-Wan's eyes.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong. The glow from between the distinction between the glow from the lava and the glow from the lightsaber on opposite sides is phenomenal. But look at the genuine surprise and fear in Obi-Wan's face.
Absolutely.
And can we just talk about, because this is something I feel like looks, it's like, oh, that's nice. It doesn't look super visually impressive until you think about it.
Right.
The shading on those white robes is phenomenal.
But there's
Right?
multiple
It doesn't
colors.
stand out.
Yeah,
Huh?
it's not just one shade, because like if you look like on the inside, the creases of the robe, that's
And
not
they're
one
obviously
color.
intentional. Like,
Yes.
that is not a slap of wash.
Right.
Every shade is intentional there.
That's exactly
Every shadow,
right.
I mean.
Yes.
And it's one of those things, like when white is done really well,
Yeah.
it doesn't pop out at you and leap out at you like a really well done blue or purple or red does, right? It's kind of muted and in the background, but it's like knowing the skill that goes into perfectly shaded white like that, just amazing.
This is by Morglum K. Morglum.k. Hey, my hat's off to you, whoever you are. Good gosh. Oh my gosh.
And then that one streak right down the center of the lightsaber to show that the lightsaber is hottest in the middle.
Yeah, so you notice the ends of the robe, of Anakin's robes, right here, how they're just kind of... Oh man, this is...
Oh, that's a really cool take. So Kaiju says it doesn't look as impressive at first glance because it looks like the lightsaber actually works, and it's so believable you don't doubt it at first. Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that works. Yeah, it really conveys, like it really looks like a scene in the movie, right? Like, this is one of those pieces that transports you to that scene.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly right. This is so
You can
well
almost smell the sulfur in the air.
done. Wow. This tells so much.
G says, cool colors and warm colors, done so well. I really need to learn OSL. I agree. OSL is phenomenal.
Yeah, me too.
The glow effect from my pile of burning brushes is pretty amazing too. And Running Bear says, makes me want to order 66 my brushes. Roxas, by the way, says, the number of times that I've cursed past Roxas. Oh man, I feel that. That's future Roxas's problems. Damn it, past Roxas. Oh man, dude, how far could we be if we were like, some of the amazing members of our community who started in their childhood? Could we be here?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Knowing me, I mean, I don't know, dude. I think at childhood levels, I think it was just eat my crayons. So I don't think I was anywhere near this.
Same. I don't think it actually would have had that kind of impact on me, because I say all the time, I'm not painting to get, I'm not practicing to get to this level. I'm trying to crank out armies.
Yeah.
But anyone who is inclined to work their way to display level, these are some dreams to chase right here.
All right, you're not lying. This is by NJM Marco Frisoni.
Very nice. It is so like if you took, the 480 or 720 version of Skeletor and then suddenly saw him in 4K. That's what this looks like. This is the 25-year later remake Skeletor.
Right.
That's what the colors kind of pop out at me and say.
20. Wow.
You get green and purple to work together so well and not have it look tacky. Yeah, this is phenomenal.
Mm-mm.
I ran out of things to say just because this is just kind of breathtaking work. And wait till you see the cloak from the back too. Also brush burning material.
Wow. Blues, greens, turquoise. Oh man. Dear sir. Why do you do this to us?
So amazing. And every little detail, like if you'll notice, like every stud on that belt pops out at you, you know, and
Oh
catches
my
some of that
God.
firelight from underneath.
That's just not right. Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm thinking of another song, but it's pretty dark.
That cloak, though.
Yeah.
I could stare at that cloak for hours. Like it really has like a satiny kind of look to it,
Yeah.
right? And plus, on top of that, just the transition from your dark purple to your lighter blues. It has almost a galactic kind of quality to it, you know? Like there could be void or space in that cloth, or it could just be a really fun and satiny cloth. Yeah. It's looking at the stars at night. That's kind of what I thought. Oh, Commodore says it almost looks like the night, a night sky, like the painting.
Oh wow.
It does kind of have that quality.
So cool.
Oh yeah, you know the cloak is so breathtaking. I almost missed it. Kaiju just said, "Love that sharpened bit of axe and the
Yes.
armor gradients too." Yeah, like the cloak is so amazing. I didn't even look at the axe head. You know,
Quipstern.
phenomenal.
Quipsternerd Bad Moon Cafe.
You know, now that I think about it, one of my favorite battle report channels, Warzone Morlock 40K, is often, I don't know if he's sponsored, I guess he's sponsored, but the store he plays at a lot and, you know, often mentions on his channel is Bad Moon's Cafe. So cool. So cool. That's a good looking custody. I like the transition on the cloak, the inside of the cloak there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like a very satiny, lighter purple, you know, in its brighter areas, but then as you sweep away from the middle, it kind of flares out into a darker tone. It's very subtle, but it really works. And look at those crisp lines on the power axe.
Crazy.
I can't edge highlight that straight to save my life.
Okay, this is a conversion piece. I know it. This is amazing.
Oh yeah, so this is the Vanguard Psyker from Shadow Spear, but on it's got the wings from the Demon Belial.
This is by Blackbeard Miniatures.
And like some of the shoulder pieces and leg pieces are from the Chaos Lord. So it's at least 3 different kits right there. That's incredible. And I love this kind of like muted color scheme. But then when we go into the zoom ins, you'll be able to see too, like it's a lot of tiny scratch marks with the colors to it's a very cool kind of effect, like a very textured, like intentionally textured kind of painting style. Yeah, this one's a great one to zoom in to really see the texture. Like I think I've mentioned before, like look at the cloth especially, and the bracers. Yeah, there you go. The hood.
You see this kind of artwork in illustrations and books.
Yeah, I've mentioned before. Emma from Dice and Demons has a really cool like hatch mark kind of painting style when she does that, and it adds like a really cool kind of texture to her models. This is very similar, but like all the lines kind of going in the same kind of fabric-y direction.
Right.
That's a technical term, fabric-y direction.
Fabric-y, yep. I found it in a dictionary.
But like you can just see the effect it has. It's incredible.
Man.
You know, when we're making our thumbnails and we run some of the pictures of our model through Prismacolors
Yes.
to intentionally make it look a little more cartoony for the thumbnail.
Yeah. They actually do it for real.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like doing that, but painting intentionally. Like not using an app or whatever. It's just straight up like, I'm applying this style to my painting technique.
That's crazy. This is the cleanest work I have ever seen. This is Oni style right here. Jeez. And Banshees.
Oh, Commodore says that last one we're looking at is even more impressive when you look at it as one color with different shades. That's true. They do all really tie together really well. Mm-hmm. G the Hyper Sapien says the one who looks like Sub-Zero. Right. Yeah, that's the one from Shadow Spear. Ooh, this is Drazar, Master of Blades. The model, not the artist. Normandy
so
paint.
cool.
I like that just because it reminds me of one of my favorite video games, Mass Effect. The Normandy.
This is so clean.
Yeah, agreed. I love the transition on the bone horns, though.
Yes.
And y'all don't at me at the comments. I know it's like a moot point to say bone horns, but I know some people paint up those horns in metallic colors and stuff like that. So that's why I was differentiating that they actually painted them up as natural horns.
You say differentiating, there's a big word there, Paw. Man.
That's so cool. I mean, everything is like, I love
the armor's
the
so
way
Asian. It looks like it's like a samurai.
Yeah. And you know, that's one of the things I really liked about Dark Eldar is their armor style, that segmented kind of armor style. Yes. It's very cool looking until like you get to things like Cavalites and you realize like their trench coats have faces sewn in them because they're made from people skin.
Creepy.
Like if you take out like the Psycho Killer parts, I really like Dark Elves. It's the Psycho Killer parts that bother me a little bit.
Wow.
They look so cool. I'm going to have to, like, I made a big push to do up Brother Daz's orcs this year. Next will be Brother Roxas's Tau. And then sometime next year, I really want to paint up the elves that Raz and Kalo hooked me up with.
What is this?
This is an awesome bit of terrain that Big D sent me from this person, Swires in Miniature.
Mm-hmm.
So much cool stuff going on. Be a great looking display to like set as a backdrop.
It's just,
yes.
I don't know why this reminds me of like, I don't know, Barbie Goes Warhammer 40K. I don't know. It looks like a...
Wait, did I not say Brother D sent that? Who did I say?
You said D.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
So it's all the drugs
goth.
and S&M that you like. Yes, I love Symphony and Metallica. Really great albums. Really great albums. Yeah, dude, this would be such a cool board. Could you imagine doing like a role-playing game on this board? Like, and then you guys go into the boss's lair and it's set up like this.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if your GM dropped that on the table? Well, obviously you wouldn't drop this on the table, but...
All right, play. What?
Your GM's like, all right, everybody go fix you a drink, get some snacks. Then you come back in the room, and this badass board is sitting there for your characters to walk up to.
That'd be cool.
That would be so cool.
Yeah, that would be neat.
Also, you walk into certain rooms in a video game or whatever, and you're like, oh, this is a boss fight room. This has that feel. Like, that's what this would look like if you were walking up to this stage with your role-playing characters. Barbie's Dream House, just the cover for the Dark Truth.
That's what I was thinking.
I mean, you don't know what kind of dream she has.
Ken goes goth.
This is brother Running Bear is working on. He said he was working on his Space Wolf Flyer tonight.
Ooh.
Got some Storm Wolves.
Very nice.
And It's in my opinion, it is the perfect vessel to drop off your wolfen on your neighbor's doorstep when you're playing Space Wolves. So
got some last can of goodness there.
Yep. Last can of goodness, Hellfrost goodness, especially since they are buffing. Oh, gods, why didn't I link that for one of the articles tonight? They are buffing. Oh, right, because that's not on the community article. I need to pull that up anyways. But yeah, that's another thing. I mean, they're buffing the way Hellfrost has been so drastically underpowered for a while. It's been like you pay more than last cannons to get basically last cannons. I mean, it's cool and thematic, but it's cool that it actually does something now. Very cool, though. I'm excited to see what our brother Running Bear does with this, especially knowing brother Running Bear plays on some tough tables.
Yeah. Sent by Gamecraft Dragon, Big D.
He's got a big D.
Ah.
Badass.
Man, he must have been busting tail on that old school Bjorn.
Look at that thing. Is this the metal one?
That's the metal one, baby.
Oh, man. Well, I can tell you right now, pal, nobody's going to break into your house, because if they do, they're going to get Bjorn upside the head.
Lupus, good to see you, my man. For Ross.
Well.
And also for this month, for the war. That's right. This Wolf Brother's got it both ways.
What?
What?
You're nice.
It's only awkward if we let it be awkward, guys.
Truth.
And you know what? Do me a favor and leave that baby there, because I want to talk about some things.
Okay. Hold on.
So there's going to be some pretty cool changes for the Space Wolves coming out whenever we get our codex. And actually, we're getting to be in the Space Marine Codex, so we'll be getting some buffs right away.
Yep.
But we're also getting our supplement, just like all the other chapters got their supplement. So some of the cool things, I mentioned Hellfrost is getting a buff. So if you think about like Bjorn, in a lot of artwork, he's shown with either the Assault Cannon or the Hellfrost Cannon. The Hellfrost Cannon on a Venerable Dread is actually getting a buff. And instead of just being D6 damage with the Hellfrost rule, it's going to be instead of D6, it's going to be D3 plus 3. Freak, how many times have you rolled a D6 for last cannon damage and got 1 damage?
Wasn't last game.
Quote my brother, to quote my brother Freak, when that happened at 40K and barbecue, that's enough to make you want to slap somebody's grandma.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, man, that was exciting.
1 on the last cannon.
Yeah.
Well, now instead of D6, it's going to be D3 plus 3. That means at the very least, you're going to get 4 damage out of that.
Yeah, that's not bad.
You could even get 9 damage out of that. It's going to be awesome. So I think it is a huge buff to Hellfrost. Some of the other, and I'm just looking at my notes here, some of the other buffs that Space Wolves are going to get, including Dreadnoughts like Bjorn. Okay, so the Flamers are going to get the new Flamer range on these Dreadnought kits. Bjorn himself is going to get nerfed from an 8-inch move, though, down to a 6-inch move. They seem to be saving those 8-inch moves on Dreadnoughts for the Wolf, the crazed out, all aggressive Wolfen Dreadnoughts and Murderfang. So he's getting a movement nerf. But for the bonus to his Hellfrost Cannon, I think that's going to still be worth it. And then, of course, you guys know 9th edition buffs Dreadnoughts in general, because they can still shoot their weapons like their last cannons while they're in combat. So that's going to be cool. The Fenrisian Great Axe, too. That's going to be really cool because, I still love mine. And at first, I was like, oh, man, I'm not sure I want to take them as much now when they nerf the Dreadnoughts. The Venerable Dreads the Space Wolves have were the first ones to get the 4-up invul storm shields, you know, and now it's like that was a test run because they all have that, you know, storm shields are all going that way now. But, you know, I still kept taking that dreadnought anyways, and now it's cool. That big old axe, when you're using it on its anti-vehicle profile, is going to get that same D3 plus 3 damage. So that's going to be cool. So, like, overall, I think the dreadnoughts, the Vendreads, the Murder Fangs, the Bjorns, they're going to be in a great place in this. What'd I say? I meant 6. I don't know why I got to 9. Let's just back up to the point where I must have calculated D6 plus 3 instead of D3 plus 3. See, your wolf brother is the world's worst Asian at math. So I just want to mention that real quick. Yes. My mouth runs faster than my brain often. But anyways, but still, a minimum of 4 and a maximum of 6 damage is still nothing to sneeze at. Especially, I know there's been many times where you hit those double las cannons. One of them doesn't go through. One might get blocked, or one you don't hit.
Surprisingly, in my last game, though, all my last cannons went through and blew the crap out of one of the Hellhounds. I was like, well, but he blew it right back up.
Yeah,
blew it right back up. Freaking basilisk. Hate that thing.
You dishonor your ancestors. Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your Tau. Anyways. Yeah, there's been plenty of times where, like, I'll take my dreadnoughts and or anything else with the las cannons. You know, your las cannon hits and you only get 1 or 2 damage from a las cannon. Oh man, that sucks. And you're just like, there's note to self: get more basilisks. Man, they're really good in this edition, Brother Ethan. They're really good.
No, they're not good. There's nothing good about them.
Have I mentioned that my Sisters of Battle can ally Imperial Guard for free?
Hey, look who's gonna be playing by himself.
Oh man.
Yeah, your sisters are gonna be patty caking with themselves because not gonna be here. What's that? Is that a basilisk? All right, you win. Congratulations.
Should I drop out and drop out?
Yeah, you can try.
All right. On my end.
Sorry, we're gonna do it again, guys.
All right, say something now.
Something now.
All right, cool.
Much better. Oh yeah.
I was only getting every other word that last bit.
Yeah, it's just network thing.
All right.
Much good in there.
So
anyway, I was making a fuss because you said basilisk and you were starting crap. So no, I'm not going to play you if you bring your, Sisters of Battle with a basilisk in it. I'm just like, look at that. Okay, great. Now screw you.
Right. Well, Brother Ethan also has been advocating for me to add a Baneblade to that army. So, do you remember the Baneblade? Mm-hmm. It's the Imperial Guard tank that Brother Ethan had that was like this big. Like if you laid a knight down on his back. It was pretty massive. Yeah. Commodore! I have to watch the rest tomorrow. I have to pick up match in the morning.
Well,
nice.
Good luck, man. That's right. You make Papa Dorn proud. I mean,
have a great match, man.
When Atlas beat me that first round, the first thing I went after was this freaking basilisk, and I destroyed the crap out of it.
I know we filmed that extra bit when you got to blow it up the next game. Did you add that in?
No, we didn't film that.
We didn't?
No, we didn't film that.
Oh man,
that
I
was
really
the
thought
comment.
we did.
No, that was Comet. That was the one off.
Well,
the
yeah,
record.
I know we did. It was for comment. I thought just.
You might have done it. I thought you did it. You did it on Facebook or on
Facebook Live. I may have
Facebook Live or your phone or something.
Yeah, that might have gone up on Facebook Live.
Yeah.
Man, that would have been great to add at the end of that battle report.
Man.
You know, for all the salts.
Oh, yeah.
I'll see if I can find that clip somewhere.
Yeah.
Just that way you can show, like, you know, 2 hours later, Frick had his revenge.
Yeah. Oh, heck yeah. That was sweet revenge, too, man. And like I said, I didn't care. Didn't care. If it blew the rest of my army away. I'm okay.
You know, it's those moral victories.
Yes. Because, man, I'm telling you, I want that thing destroyed.
All right, guys, we had some amazing art of the week this week. What do you say we take a look at some of those articles?
Okay. Ole. Jose.
It's so interesting having this new desk. Like, I'm not fighting for space while I'm trying to record, you know, do this live stream.
Why is it not?
See, Brother Ethan says, hey, it could be a Baneblade variant. Not picky.
Oh, that makes it better.
Gamers with Coffee says, been watching. You guys are good. Like the background music. Got to work in the morning, so I have to go in a minute. You guys have a good night. And you have a great night as well.
Absolutely.
And then when you wake up in the morning, have an awesome cup of coffee.
Yeah. Okay, let me find this stuff.
I've been meaning to check out Gamers with Coffee channel myself because, I mean, gamers, coffee. I mean, these things definitely are both things that I'm interested in. You check them out.
Check them out. Okay, so here we go.
All right, while we transition over, guys, let me know what you guys are working on and if you'll be taking any of these upgrades to your Masters of the Chapter in your new army in 9th edition. And let's take a look at how these Masters of the Chapter are going to look in the new Codex. Actually, before you start reading, Freak, one thing I want to mention to the chat is that this is going to be interesting because you're going to get my perspective, who used to take the Chapter Master upgrade a lot, and you know, was looking at some of these other ones like the Chaplain upgrade, the Tech Priest upgrade, and stuff like that. I was willing to pay the CP for them, and like my Khan on bike was upgraded to Chapter Master almost every game, and you know, spending 2 CP or so on them to do that, you know, wasn't a big deal to me. And you're also going to get Freak's perspective as we talk about this, as someone who's kind of new to the idea, because Freak really likes the named characters. So most of his games, you know, we're usually running Torgaradon or Captain Lysander. He's a big fan of the named characters and kind of the stories that they have. And, you know, basically if they have adventures he can read about, he really likes those characters. So this will be kind of interesting to see the difference. Now, Freak has been kind of experimenting more with these lately. Like he took a lieutenant in one of our previous games you guys saw on our little battle report we did with the orcs 2 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. He took a lieutenant that he upgraded and with, you know, a custom warlord trait and relic and all that kind of good stuff. And he's using some of the build your own stuff. But like I said, most of his experience is with the named characters. So we'll take a look kind of from both of our perspectives. All right, Freakamundo, over to you.
All right, let's see. What are we going to do here? All right. Notion of upgrading your characters into the various heads of their order within a chapter was first introduced in Psychic Awakening, Faith, and Fury. Elevating your characters to Masters of the Chapter used to come at a cost in command points via the use of specific stratagems. However, in the new codex, you promote your characters in the most senior ranks by investing additional points or power for the privilege instead. And here are the points in the power. So for the captain, you can make him the chapter master. It's +2, and that's 40 points.
Now, I'm really interested in this because, like I said, it used to cost me 2 command points to upgrade my con to a chapter master, and now I can do that for just 40 points.
Yep.
Now, I don't know what you would think would be a better trade, command points or 40 points to spend on the rest of your army. I'm actually kind of excited about the idea of keeping more command points and just spending 40 points in my army list for the upgrade.
Yeah, I agree with that because your command points are kind of gold now.
Yeah, there's a lot of combos with your stratagems and stuff like that now. And when you're spending, like, we kind of had that discussion, I think, at our 40K barbecue, is that there's so much good stuff in stratagems now. You really makes you really think about how often you want to spend for the reroll, because you're like, I want to be able to do X, Y, and Z with the stratagems, right? So you want to lay down the combos. You want to make sure that I want to use these ones so I can survive to my next turn, but I want to use these on my turn so I can do the damage. So you're right. I think they are kind of equivalent to gold right now. I think this is going to be good. Yep. You're paying a little more up front with what you're going to be able to take less toys when you spend these kind of points in your army list rather than command points. But overall, I personally feel that it's going to be worth it.
Right. You get the buffs. I mean, you get something that works for you.
And I mean, Chapter Master re-rolling everything is definitely not a buff to sneeze at. You know, to go from re-rolling ones to re-rolling everything, that's a pretty cool buff to me.
Right. Oh, that's pretty awesome.
Of course, if we tie that to something we talked about last week, though, it's only going to affect core units now, right?
Oh, God, yeah.
That's actually something to consider when you're thinking about the 40 points.
Right.
What's going to get this buff?
It's not going to affect the actual carrier. It's going to be affecting the others that are around him. So it's just the aura. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I guarantee there's going to be people that are going to be pissy about it. I was thinking like, that's going to suck. But you know what? It makes sense. It makes perfect sense to me. You know,
it does.
It's the aura buff that you would normally give, the other group. So, yeah, so I don't know.
So what I'm thinking is we're really going to make or break these points for me. If fellow bikers can get these buffs, I think it's going to be worth it for the con. And I don't see why they wouldn't. And if fellow Thunderwolves can get this buff, I think it's going to be worth it for my Wolf Lord. So I personally think it's still going to be a perfect 40-point investment. Yeah. Now, if I were to play something else, it would depend on what my build looks like and, what I think my captain is going to be buffing. Running Bear says, look at it this way. Would you spend 40 points for 2 command points? If I could buy command points in my list, I guess I would. And actually, I think I've done a similar thing before in my lists. Can I fit in Bjorn and get an extra command point? Certain characters give you the buff of starting the game with the command point. Right. And I've spent those kinds of points in the past. Instead of just taking a venerable dreadnought, going ahead and upgrading him to Bjorn so I can get the extra command point. So I think it's a worthwhile spend. Actually, if you could spend 40 points for 2 command points, I think I'd farm that all day long. All right, I'm going to take me 8 extra command points here. Chuck a couple hundred points in. That'd be cool. I mean, it'd be broken, but
yeah,
could be a fun idea. Once or twice. All right, Freak. I'm gonna stop cutting you off while you read now. That's a lie, but I'm gonna try.
Oh God. Okay, so we've got the Chaplain, Master of Sanctity. Get +1. That's only 25 points. The Tech Marine, Master of the Forge, +1. You get it's 20 points that you'd be spending on that. The Librarian, you can make him a Chief Librarian. That's a +1 power, and then 25 points. Apothecary, Chief Apothecary, 1, and it's 15 points. The Ancient, you convert it to a Chapter Ancient, and that's a +1, and that costs 20 points. And then Company Champion, chapter champion is what it would be, and +1 at 15 points.
So I may need the chat's help here because I can only remember some of these. Like I remember the Master of Sanctity over a chaplain gets to know 1 extra chaplain power. I know the librarian gets to know 1 extra psychic power. I'm having trouble remembering what the master level tech marine and apothecary and ancient do. If anybody remembers, let me know down in the chat below because I'm forgetful. Got that CRS and it's very serious. And
all right.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, looking at the company champion, it looks like what I remember about the regular champion. Looking at the chapter champion looks similar to the company champion. I can't tell what's buffed there. I'd have to see them side by side.
So this says, this method not only saves you from having to invest valuable command points before the battle, but also serves as a great way to top up your army list if you find yourself a bit short. In fact, assuming you're willing to spend the points or power, you can even form a war council of the chapter master and his most senior commanders. How cool is that?
Oh, that is cool.
Yes. So, in retrospect, I can understand if, let's say, the aura or the buff that they provide any units that are within 6 inches of that particular character, right? I can understand that it does not affect the actual character itself. That's only for those that he is protecting. But this actually kind of helps compensate for that. It makes him a little more badasser, I guess. That kind of gives it a little more oomph. I mean, they're already badasses. They're just trying to give a little more survivability to the ones that he's with.
Would you like to know what these level ups do for these guys? I can look it up real quick if you like.
Yeah, do it.
I just realized that I had notes on these. Just got to remember where I saved them. Anyways, you can continue on. I'll come back to these notes.
Okay. Right. So, of course, upgrading your characters in this manner does more than simply give them a fancy keyword. With each title comes a new ability, ensuring that their battlefield presence is enhanced to a level worthy of their rank. The chapter champion certainly lives up to his status, gaining no fewer than 3 new abilities that ensure he's a real force to be reckoned with. All right, chapter champion abilities. Here we go. A chapter champion model gains the following abilities. Skillful parry. Each time a melee attack is made against this model, you subtract 1 from the hit roll. Exquisite swordsman. Each time this model makes a melee attack against an enemy character unit, you can reroll the wound roll. Well, that's cool. Then chapter champion, this model has an attack characteristic of 5 and a leader characteristic of 9. That's okay.
That's pretty cool. I mean,
The exquisite swordsman, I think it's really cool. I
exquisite
like that.
swordsman. I really like the parry too, because if you think about it, having -1 on a hit roll coming at you could make the difference. Like if a war boss wipes your dude off the table or not.
Yep.
The only thing is that it's going to be less helpful against the things that really kill characters, like Thunderhammers and stuff like that, because they're already at -1, and you can only go to a maximum of -1.
Right.
So I think 9th edition rules kind of like hinder it a little bit, in my opinion. Because you could stack up a lot of -1s and take it to a ridiculous level, and some people have been known to abuse some things in the past. I think the skillful parry and exquisite swordsman are both really cool, though. The extra attack is cool. That's any extra attacks with a badass is going to be cool. More dead people, right? The leadership of 9 is kind of weird though, because your champion is a 1-person unit, so it's not like they're going to be running on morale tests. All right, Master of Sanctity. If you buy this upgrade, and this is, of course, the Psychic Awakening version. If they change something in the new codex, it could be that. But the Master of Sanctity gets You do the upgrade before battle. Select one chaplain, making them master Sanctity. They know one additional litany and can cast an additional litany at the start of the battle round. Your army cannot have 2 masters of Sanctity. Masters of the Force, the Forge. Sorry, Masters of the Force. This master
wrong
Jedi.
universe.
Sorry. So you select a Tech Marine for the upgrade. You can only have 1 Master of the Forge. This model, when this model repairs a model using their Blessings of the Omnissiah, they regain up to 3 lost wounds instead of D3. That's cool. So you just automatically get the full 3. That's cool. So you always repair the maximum 3. That's not, I mean, but in comparison though, like the chapter master is 2 CP, that one's only 1 CP. So that seems like a little more worth. I was about to say that doesn't seem like as good of an upgrade, but it could be cool, and it would be significant if you think about it. Every turn, putting 3 more wounds back on your dreadnought or your tank or whatever. That repulsor that seemed like no matter how many last cannons you kept shooting at it, it wouldn't die.
Right.
I might need me a master of the Force.
Wrong universe.
I know, I'm just playing. Chief Librarian knows 1 additional power and can attempt to deny an extra power. So that's cool. You can try to deny twice. The Chief Apothecary, when you do the upgrade, the Chief Apothecary with this upgrade provides medical attention to a unit. You can re-roll the dice to determine if a destroyed model comes back or not. That's pretty cool.
That's cool.
Because I know there's been plenty of times where and I'll bring back this veteran, or I'll bring back this Terminator, and I really need this to hold this objective. And nope. All right, guys, this is 50-50. I really need to roll this on a 50-50. On a 4 up, I can bring back. Nope. In fact, I think out of all the times I've ever used my Apothecary, he's only gotten 1 person back up.
Jeez. Really?
Yeah, my Apothecary doesn't have a great record right now.
Oh, man.
Add 1 to the leadership characteristic of an ancient. And friendly units with this model's Astartes banner ability, they get the ability within 9 inches instead of 6. Okay, that's pretty cool. So, the ancient, if you die with an ancient around, you get to roll, and on a 4 up, they get to shoot again or make 1 more attack before they die, right? So that ability is spread out even wider on a master level ancient, because they now get a 9-inch bubble of that. Think about how many Hellblasters and Aggressors and Centurions you could fit in a 9-inch bubble around your ancient. Why am I giving you ideas? You know what? You don't need an ancient. And then the champion we were just looking at, the skillful parry is the buff it gets.
Right.
And its attack and leaderships get upgraded by 1. So 2 of those 3 abilities are the upgrade.
Nice. Yep. Swordsman. Cool. All right. What else we got? Enemy characters beware. You don't become the champion of an entire chapter without being one of its most skilled duelists. Who was the in the Horus Heresy books, Mythos? Do you remember who it was that was the very, very skilled swordsman that got punched by
that was Lucius of the Emperor's Children.
Yeah, that was such a perfect scene, man. I love that. Ugh.
He is still considered the most skilled duelist in all of Astartes history to this day.
Yeah. I'd love that when it was, pre-Horus falling.
I really hope Space Wolves get a true apothecary. Can they not take the Primaris one? I mean, I've never tried. Warden of the Ancients. Oh, this is going to be so cool. Okay, I'm excited.
All right, so this warlord has an affinity with the dreadnoughts of his chapter. He meticulously tends to his bellicose, ill-tempered charges, ensuring that when the time comes for them to take to the battlefield, they fight with unrivaled fury. While a friendly chapter dreadnought is within 6 inches of this warlord, add 1 to its strength and attacks characteristics. That's cool.
Dude, can you imagine one of these guys walking up the field with Bjorn and Murderfang?
Ugh. Man, and you're giving it a
that
freaking
would be so
1 to
cool.
strength. So
Murderfang, I think, already gets 7 attacks. This would put him up to 8.
Yep, and then
Oh man, this would be so cool.
ridiculous.
And then, of course, dreadnoughts already get ridiculous strength when they attack.
Yeah, I like the Primaris Tech Marines. They're pretty.
The
cool.
Primaris Tech Marine looks badass.
Yeah, I
I know a
like
lot of
them.
people mentioned that they were expecting more from it,
Really?
but I feel like it looks very cool and dynamic without looking
Yeah.
over. I feel like adding more would make it look busy.
No, I think the old one looks busy as hell. This one looks right. That's just me.
And also, I like that the arm is in motion doing something
Yes.
instead of just being up and at the ready,
Right.
like the classic one does.
Right. And
Don't get me wrong. I mean,
I like the fact that it's not just a clamp, because the other one looks like just a regular clamp. It's like, oh, I'm going to clamp this.
I mean, maybe on the vanilla ones, I have a really cool one made by IDICBeer, and the
oh my god,
the Tech Marine.
Yeah, moving on.
Looks like a wolf's head chomping down.
Blah blah blah.
With steel jaws.
Yeah, uh-huh. There's a Imperial Fist head on the ground. I don't want to hear that crap.
Yeah. That's why I bought an Iron Priest. I have one I painted up many, many moons ago, and of course I have one on Thunderwolf that is going to be a Legends unit that I don't think will be able to get. Well, actually, you can apply Warlord traits to any.
Yeah. No, they're. Yeah. I was reading that all the Legend stuff is going to be fully viable.
Yeah, and you know what? You can apply any Warlord trait to a Legend. It doesn't have to have anything special on its character sheet.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness! I mean, the IDICBeer Iron Priest is going to get so much more play now.
Yep.
Not that I ever really stopped playing him, but
yep, he's going to be badass. All right,
this is going to be so cool.
Chapter Command through Heroism. This, by the way, is going to cost 1. What's it? Requisition point, whatever the hell's called. Through heroism on the field of battle and unwavering commitment to duty, Space Marines can ascend the ranks. So, purchase requisition with a captain, librarian. Okay, this we were talking about this. Well, no, this is a little different.
Yeah, with Crusade, yeah.
Yes, yeah. So with Crusade. So this is the same thing. So basically, you are primarisizing whatever your character. So basically, you take your captain, librarian, or any character from your Crusade force, and it gains the heroic or legendary rank. That model is upgraded to the chapter command, increase its power ratings accordingly, and makes a note on its Crusade card. You cannot purchase this requisition if doing so would cause you total power level to exceed your Crusade force supply limit. Now, funny, because this one here says one thing, but there's another one. Let me see if I can find it. That actually is the one I was reading to you, right?
Yeah, and we can look at that article right now if you want to.
Okay, let me see if I can pull that up here.
That's pretty cool, though. So if you guys are playing any Crusade games, you can take your normal captain, lieutenant, whatever, and just upgrade them the same way that Marnius Calgar, Ragnar all went through the Rubicon and became primarisized.
Yep. You see, got the wrong one.
Grumpy Guy Gaming.
Good on
How are you, my friend?
Sorry. Here it is. It's
Another
called,
one of my favorite painters.
So this is called Rubicon Primaris. It's very similar. Did it not change? Dang it! Hold on. I need to change the. Hang on. Let me change this. Go. Okay, let's see if I can do this here.
You guys are going to want to check out Grumpy Guy Gaming's channel. He has been cranking out the content lately. In fact, I have several episodes I need to go back and catch up on. Grumpy Guy Gaming has been lit with the content lately.
Lit.
Awesome work.
There it is. Okay. All right, there we go. Right. So this is called the Rubicon Primaris. This is really neat because basically you can take your base chapter master or, captain, lieutenant, librarian, chaplain, whatever, and spend the one requisition point and you roll. You get the option to roll, right? And you roll a d6. On a 1, that unit's removed from your order of battle. On a 2 up, you replace that unit with a Primaris unit with the same keyword drawn from the same chapter. So basically, he becomes a Primaris unit. Pretty freaking cool. I thought that was neat. It's Crusade stuff, but
the interesting thing, though, and this is so very cool and thematic, does this give you the urge or motivation to paint up anything to use for this? Like, do you want to paint up a regular lieutenant so that way you can upgrade him to your Primaris lieutenant, or paint up a regular captain?
I think that would be pretty cool. I mean,
captain?
I think that's fair because you've done that. You especially for Brand Red Mall, you painted the wolf and you painted the unit. You just swap them around. I think that's cool.
So does that give you the motivation to do the same thing with your Primaris guys? Like, paint you up a Primaris captain and a regular captain?
Yeah, why not?
That'd be cool.
That'd be pretty.
And it would be like a story that goes with what you're painting too. It's
exactly. Well, I mean, again, it's part of the Crusade game type. So anyway,
and you don't have any. What are they called? Firstborn original captains, right? We might have to kit bash you a captain. That would be cool.
Lysander is. Or are you talking about like base? Like
Yeah. I mean, I don't think.
Oh yeah, no.
I don't think the upgrade is for named characters. I think you got to build your own, so to speak.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what? I might have a captain. Do I? No, all I have is Primaris stuff. Ooh.
Yeah, so we might have to find you one or kit bash you one. That'll be a cool little adventure.
Yep, I might have to find one.
Because I know you don't have a lot of kit bashing experience.
No, it's worth a shot. Especially for that. It should be simple enough.
Yeah, I think it'd be a fun little motivation thing.
Just build a regular, firstborn captain, and then just Primarisize the hell out of him.
The hell out of him.
Oh, hell out of him. So, anyway. All right, where were we?
Terminator Honors.
All right, well, this was on the other one, but I think we were done with the first one we were reading.
That's fine.
All right, so again, this is all part of the Crusade bit, battle traits, right? So veterans who have earned the honor of waging war in Terminator armor are permitted to wear these badges. Smaller representations of the Crux Terminatus when fighting in their power armor. Select one model in this unit. If the unit has a unit champion, such as a Space Marine Sergeant, you must select that model. You add 1 to the attack and leadership characteristic of the selected model. In addition, unless the selected model is a character, you also add 1 to the selected model's wounds characteristics. Pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Pretty cool.
So this is just to say I'm not wearing Terminator plate right now, but I am trained in the ways of a Terminator.
Right.
And I got the extra hardiness and wounds to reflect that.
Exactly.
That's cool.
So yeah, internally he's Terminator trained. And then you got Marksman.
That's something I've read about a lot is people who have trained as Terminators, and sometimes they'll, people when they're kit bashing will put a Crux Terminatus on a regular Marine and stuff like that to represent, well, he's not in power armor he's not in Terminator armor right now, but he's been trained as one of the veterans in Terminator armor. It's like, oh, that's cool. I always thought that was a cool narrative touch, and it's cool that in Crusade, this campaign, you can reflect that in the rules. That's kind of neat.
Yeah, it basically says, I'm a badass. Get that. On my kneecap, I'm a badass. Sure you want to take that leap of faith, pal? Yeah? Feeling froggy? Go ahead and leap. Yeah. I'll pass. All right. Marksman Honors. Marksman's Honors. Award to those warriors who prove their accuracy in the combat. These badges, who needs those stinking badges, are constructed by coating spent bolter shells. Okay, so I've seen these. I was wondering what those were for. By coating spent bolter shell casings ejected from the weapons of great heroes in gold. You improve the ballistic skill of each model in this unit by 1. So that's it right there, the little dangly dingly thing right here. That's actually a shell dipped in gold, and looks like it was reloaded.
Very cool.
Yeah, and so it actually gives you a buff. That's so cool. I like that. It's very thematic. It's really neat.
I've seen Brother Rob. He uses these little jeweler bits that look like little, I think they're earring backings or something that he gets. And he uses them on his bases and stuff like that. They end up looking like, was it Brother Rob? I feel like Brother Rob. I could be lying to you. But they look like spent bolter casings, when he puts them on his models.
That makes sense. Honorifics, upon being promoted to captain, a Space Marine officer will often receive an honorific associated with the company they lead in accordance with their new duties. You can represent this as a special form of battle trait that is unique to the Adeptus Astartes. For example, according to the Codex Astartes, the first captain serves as master of the keep, custodian of the chapter's fortress monastery. So this particular one, master of the keep, once per battle, if this unit is on the battlefield, when you use an Adeptus Astartes battle tactic stratagem, page 102, that stratagem costs 0 command points, so you don't pay a thing. It's free.
What is a battle tactic stratagem?
So imagine it's going to be page 102.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I was really expecting you to drop some knowledge.
Sorry, man.
Well, I expect it's going to be page 102.
Sorry. Look, man, I can barely remember my own name, okay? Don't throw stuff at me like this.
That was just amusing for me because I was like hanging on your every word there. Like, what is this knowledge he's about to drop?
Yep. Drop a deuce on you, bro.
If you ask what an ability does in a Facebook group, hey, what does such and such ability does? 9 times out of 10, the answers you're going to be is, go look it up in the Codex. Oh, my bad.
I'm sorry. Get the F off my lawn. Sorry.
Get off my lawn. The Paragon Blade.
Paragon Blade. So this is pretty cool. These are relics. So the Codex includes plenty of new Crusade relics from each category, which is Artificer, Artificer. Right? Artificer? Don't sit there and laugh at me. Just correct me, damn it.
You're right.
Okay. Antiquity. Crap.
Kaiju says, I generally have to give 2 joke answers before I tell someone the answer to their question. Well, those are mandatory.
Yeah, they got to do that. You got to go first.
You're just doing your due part.
Indeed. That's just life, man. You got to do it. All right. Antiquity and legendary relics, and even a relic of the Primarch. However, the one we're showing off today is an item that will no doubt be familiar to fans of the Horus Heresy Age of Darkness, a Paragon Blade. So, the model with a power sword, mastercrafted power sword, relic blade, xenophase blade, or executioner relic blade only. This relic replaces the model's power sword, mastercrafted power sword, relic blade, xenophase blade, or executioner relic blade, and has the following profiles. You get a +2 strength, -4 AP. Holy crap. And
aside from the strength, I mean, you're hitting them with a thunder hammer with no penalties.
Yes. And then 3 dammies.
3 dammies. And I mean, even unless you got a 2-up save, it cuts right through the armor. There's no save.
No, there's no.
Even if you have a 2-up save, that's still going to be a 6-up save.
Exactly. And good luck with that. Especially with my rolls, you'll roll freaks. Yeah, you're dead.
That's badass.
That's badass. Yeah.
I love it.
All right, let's switch.
Also, when I play Mass Effect, I almost always try to go for full Paragon, like Pillar of Light good.
Pillar of Light. All right. All right, so we go to the next one here. Why did it not change? Because I didn't change it. Where are you? Codex. No, where is it? Is it that one? Nope. Is it that one? No.
Why just 2?
Damn it. Where is it?
Well, the 2 is the minimum requirement. I mean, you can adjust, to your tastes.
We all have tastes.
But it's got to be a minimum of 2 trolley answers, because trolley friends are the best friends.
Is that right? Where does it say that?
Huh? It's in the back somewhere.
It's a back. God. Who says this? Here we go.
Freak. How long have we been best friends? Right? I mean, I'm a perfect example. Trolley friends are the best friends.
Yeah, well, just this trolley friend happens to be my best friend, so it's just kind of weird. All right. Let's see. All right, these are from the McFarlane toys. The 40K. Just take to it, freak. Sorry. I just taking a path of least resistance is all. Damn, busted my chops already.
In the second to last page of the Stinky Trolls Handbook.
You knew it.
I told you it was in the back somewhere.
Back. Yeah, but every time I go to the back, somebody pulls me in, puts a bag over my head, and beats me over the head. The McFarlane toys Warhammer. Okay, so these are cool because they actually had one of an Imperial Fist.
And that was one of the Bandai brand ones. And I
Yes.
think both the Bandai and the McFarlane ones have done an excellent. I mean, they just look phenomenal.
Yes, they do. The McFarlane, I think I'm not crazy about the Necron one, but the Sister of Battle, this is phenomenal. I love this.
I know.
Because look at the detail. I mean, and these are taller. These are, oh my God, this is just.
I'm looking to start Sisters.
I know. Yeah,
I really want to go with, and I'm kind of glad I haven't painted them yet. I really wanted to go with Order of the Bloody Rose, and I still might, but that original color there of Our Martyred Lady, that's the name of it's called the Order, but it's like their chapters if they were Space Marines. The Our Martyred Lady, this is just a very striking, very eye-catching, iconic color scheme.
Yeah, I like it. Pretty freaking cool. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of this. This just looks plain to me.
Well, to be fair, the Necron one is unpainted. It's one of those like the plain Space Marine that came out that you can paint however you want.
That's fair enough.
Lupus says, "Howdy, Pack Bros, on a smoke break. How's it swinging?"
Hey, to the left, we're good.
Yeah.
Let's see.
We doing gravy, baby. How you doing tonight?
So this is kind of what I want. I want to get the one, and I know I can't get it anymore because they were, I believe those were a limited edition. So, but you can still get these.
It's still referred to at the bottom here, the unpainted Space Marine one.
Yeah, but my point is you can actually get one of these bad boys, and that's what I want. I want to get one and paint in my Imperial Fist, my own Imperial Fist colors. Oh, that would be so sweet. Yeah,
the Bandai one looks cool, but I bet you're constantly looking at it thinking how much better you could paint it.
Oh my God, I can't. Oh,
it's like, I know Freak. He sees one Imperial Fist and he wants to add in his tweaks. And
yes.
His chocolatey shading to it and his highlights and.
It's like chocolate red, I guess. Yeah, it's more like I learned the color. It's more like a tobacco, like a red tobacco look. It's beautiful. Love that gradient. Anyway. See,
I always associated the color tobacco with smoky ink, the color you were using before you found Beastie Brown.
Yeah, well, so what I do, I don't just use Beastie Brown by itself. I use Beastie Brown with red. I put a couple drops of red, and that brightens it up. I made a mistake and I went with that burnt umber, and it was just too dark. It just didn't work well. So when I changed it to the Beastie Brown, that lightened the brown a little bit. But when you add 1 or 2 drops of red, because the red will carry it for long ways, so 1 drop will do it. And oh man, it gives it that nice warm brown look, but it doesn't make it dirty looking. You know what I'm saying? I've had a problem with it because when I go back with my orange yellow or gold yellow for Vallejo, it's somewhat translucent. And if it's too dark, it just stays dark. It stays dirty. But if you have that reddish look, that gold yellow just it stays really warm. That does something to it. So just
Lupus is painting some Space Hulk Terminators. Just sad.
So cool.
I kind of like those old Space Hulk Terminator models. They have a very classic feel to them.
Yeah, it makes me want to go play the game. That's such a. I like the game, but it just.
Oh, the video game?
Yeah.
I like it. It just feels kind of janky. The controls. And it's very, very hard. It is unnecessary levels of hard.
Yes. Yeah, I can't tell you. And I kind of gave up.
Yeah. I want to go back and play it at some point. And maybe, oh, yeah, that's right. We're playing on different systems.
Yeah, yeah. So you're playing on the PlayStation 4?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was going to say, maybe if we help each other out, it'll be less hard. But
that'd be neat. I just have to get PlayStation 4.
Anyways.
Damn.
Anyways, these figures look amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I want to commit to one of those Sisters of Battle ones just because they're so expansive, but it looks great.
Speaking of, this is a box set for Sisters.
Ooh, I didn't see this article. Right. I know you were talking about the Space Hulk board game. I watched the board game about 2 or 3 times on Modeling for Advantage. They play it on their channel from time to time. And I always enjoy watching it. Are they re-releasing the Sisters of Battle box set?
I believe that's just what they're this one here. That's the I think it's the same one, Methus. I don't think it's anything new.
Oh yeah, no, I was just wondering if they're re-releasing it. I know when it first came out, it was sold out everywhere.
Let me see when the date of this release was. Is it just such a cool? Look at these. These are neat.
Yeah, no, that kind of black and white box set there looks amazing.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Cool box set to have.
Yeah. That's right here. Yeah, and it comes with its own codex.
Early 2020.
Yeah. Okay. So this was this was earlier one. Yeah, 18th. Yeah, this is old.
Got me excited. I was like, man, that would be cool if they're re-releasing it.
Get rid of that crap. Sorry. All right. Yeah, good timing.
What's the thing at the back right?
What thing in the back right? Thing in the back right? I don't know.
I have no idea.
And who's back right?
November 19th. Woo.
Yeah, that was a ways. That's not even relevant.
Man, this year's flown by.
It has. It's just crazy. Yeah, it's nuts, man. Man, listen to that music. That's just pretty smoking.
It just looked like a Sisters of Battle stick on a base. Oh, okay. Well, that brings us to our 11 o'clock hour. Lots of news tonight, Freak. Lots of good art.
Yeah.
Grumpy Guy Gaming, you have an amazing day at work.
Man, go have a good day.
And I hope you get some hobby in and some relaxation after work.
You know what you ought to do? You ought to stand in the middle of your work area and yell, "I'm a war gamer!" and see what happens.
Or do the helicopter Chippendales dance.
Oh, yeah.
See how much you make in tips.
Yep, absolutely. You're going to need some safety pins, though.
Ooh, 5 a.m. for Lupus, my man.
Oof.
That's a late night for you, my brother.
Get some sleep.
Freak Olicioso, you got any closing thoughts, my brother?
I am so happy to be here. I'm so thrilled to be a part of this chat, man. And man, you guys are awesome. Again, my favorite time of the week, my favorite day of the week. you know. So you guys are awesome. I really can't wait for the next game. So we're gonna have to talk about that and try to get some ideas when we can do this. By the way, so I'm thinking maybe next week I'll come to your house and we'll do a 500 pointer, depending on how things go. So we'll chat.
Good.
Yep.
Also, next week is it's going to be our second week of October. Second Saturday, you guys know, is typically
That's right, UK.
friendly live chat. So
UK.
a week from tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen.
UK.
I should probably start working on arrangements for that now that I think about it. By the way, huge shout out to our brother over at the Pickle Jar, who we mentioned earlier with that amazing looking Judas here, and you can check out his channel down in the comments below. Earlier this week, I said, man, I don't know, I was just mentioning if I have to run the chat, because Freak was really sick earlier this week. I said, if I got to run the chat, I don't know. Last time I tried to run the chat, it turned into a podcast. It was so bad. I said, I don't know if I have the tech to carry the show by myself. You know, Pickle Jar volunteered to stay up overnight over there in the UK and help host the chat for me.
Dude, that's
such a great guy.
Cool. He is good people.
And actually, the Chilling Network all kind of jumped in, because after Pickle Jar volunteered, Elston Nation was like, hey, if you need me, I'm in.
Dude,
I'll will your tech to work. And then
the whole team's awesome.
Kev from Hobby Corner Kev, he was in the chat earlier. He said, hey, the kids should be asleep by then. So like, a lot of our Chilling Network brothers were just like ready to drop whatever they need to do to make sure that our show was able to take place. That was really cool.
Yeah, you can't beat these.
Good people, guys.
Yeah,
good
absolutely.
people.
Most definitely.
All right. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that game. I have some things I think I want to get painted before you come over, so I need to get to cracking.
Yeah, I have to do inventory so I can look and see what I'm taking for my Space Wolf.
Oh yeah, because I think you mentioned that you might want to add some troopers.
Like
to your Space Wolves.
Yeah, I was thinking some intercessors. You know, put them in there.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah, intercessors are good. I know you're still new to kit bashing, but you know you can put a melee weapon on your sergeant.
Yeah.
Would fit in real well with the Space Wolves rules. Give them a power sword or axe or even thunderhammer or power fist.
Yeah, I gotta get that thing running again, man. You know, I don't know. It's been quiet, so I gotta get that thing churning out some resin.
Some plastic crack.
Plastic crack.
Guys, I'm so thankful that Freak is feeling better and was able to come to the show. Yeah. I'm really thankful to our Chilling Network brothers that were willing to come to our aid earlier. And that was just from, I was just a casual like, oh man, I hope my tech holds up. And they were just boom right there, you know. And I'm really thankful for you guys for hanging out with us on a Friday night. We had some great people in the chat tonight. Lots of good chatter and comments. May your God walk between you and harm and all the dark places that you walk. Thank you so much, brother.
Absolutely.
Stay happy, stay safe and healthy. Thank you so much. You guys have a great weekend. I wanted to make sure I thank also not only the fantastic people in this chat, but our amazing patrons as well, who help us do what we do. I've mentioned before that we're trying to get in some more battle reports now that we're actually getting back to the tabletop. Yeah. And that means we want to make them look nice, and we've got a couple more battle mats on the way. We've got a red desert theme, kind of fit in with the basing for the scars and the admech, and just kind of change up some of what we've been doing. And then for that more industrial feel, kind of like you've seen on our other mats, we've got a cobblestone one coming too. Some really nice quality mats, and they're like the neoprene style, so not so much shine, to affect like the camera glare and stuff like that. So we've got some nice stuff coming. And that's all done because our patrons have helped us out, and we can continue cleaning up our battle reports and make them look nice for you guys.
And by the way, you don't have to be a patron to support us. You can also buy our merch or just buy stuff from Amazon and use our name on there. There's so many ways to really help us out. So
one of the cool things is you don't even have to buy anything we have listed on our Amazon links below. If you just click on the link and you order anything you intended to order from Amazon in the next 24 hours, we get credit for it. Just saying, hey, you're friends of the Frost and Fist. That's all it is.
Yeah, you don't pay anything extra
cost or whatever.
Yep, it's the same cost no matter what. It's just by linking our name on that, going through the link, it gives us a little boost. So whatever, every little bit helps. So thank you so much, guys.
I'm going to take the time to thank our patrons right now. And
love
again,
it.
I get a little excited right now. So if you guys are listening to me in earphones or whatever, this is definitely the warning. I want to first start off thanking our blood claws like Heinrich, Bartha, like Running Bear,
Is he running from a bear?
like Richard at the Nerd Life,
Don't call him a nerd.
Well, maybe a little bit.
like Big Mac Dansko,
He drives him back.
like Brian the Mini Warmutt,
Bow wow, baby.
like Big D the Gamecraft Dragon,
Because he got a big D.
like Chief Live Gaming,
He is the chief.
like Inquisitor Zaid,
Insane in the membrane.
and Zach the Crimson Painter,
Always painting in red. Pick another color, man. Oh,
our Grey Hunters like Brother Roxas,
ID Master.
and Kaiju Shorts.
Australian Jesus. See.
Our Wolf Guards like Kalo,
Trow, baby.
and from the Phalanx in high orbit, the Commodore.
Not the 80s computer? Maybe.
Our ever mysterious Wolf Lord Anonymous,
I got chills.
Defender of the Imperium, Wolf Lord Beaks,
Clap them cheeks.
and our very own Smash Captain, wielder of the Banhammer in our chat, the ultimate Wolf Lord Archer.
Smash.
So much for helping our channel do all the things that it manages to do. We really appreciate you guys. Thanks everyone for joining us on a Friday night, for watching.
Yeah.
And if you guys liked tonight's chat,
Oh,
please
here
make
it
sure
comes.
that you grab up an ox and smash that like button in the name of the Emperor. Drop us some comments down below and let us know what you think about any of these ridiculous conversations. Feel free to be a part of it. Chatting with the community is our favorite part of what we do. If you guys are not yet subscribed to this channel or any of our chilling brothers down below, Freak Alicioso and you as part of the pack here on the Frost and Fist. Until next time, guys. Stay frosty.
What's going on, guys? Freak